Let's just start in the East.
Let's do it. That's not hard. Duke's winning the first game. And then we're immediately into the 8-9 matchup that will face Duke. And to be quite honest with you, I didn't realize Ohio State had a basketball team. So give me TCU. Ohio State, I've just never felt like it's ever been good at basketball. I don't even think they made the tournament last year in the men's side. So, yeah, give me TCU. That'll be my first upset. Getting it out of the way early and often, but give me TCU. St. John's is definitely going to beat Northern Iowa. I know that the 12 is going to be to 5 at some point, but it's not going to be here. Give me Kansas. I'm going to go mostly chalk here. I'm not going to lie, but Louisville is going to beat South Florida. Michigan State in March, you just can't bet against it, especially in the first round or two. Rhonda said, I stink at brackets. I can't go against my team. I feel that, Rhonda. Like, the last thing I want to do is get to, like, especially, like, the Sweet 16. If I can get my Vols to the Sweet 16, I'm riding them all the way. Like, I don't want to have to root against another team or, root against my team to root for another team. That's just no shot. But that leaves me with UCLA and UCF. And this is an intriguing matchup. I know nothing about either team. Do you know anything about UCLA? I know the women's UCLA team is like number 1 seed. I think they're solid. But do you know anything about the men's?
I know UCLA men went on a run in the Big Ten tournament, made the semifinals. I mean, they've been playing a little bit hotter as of late, but I think they struggled starting off the season.
I don't know anything about UCF either.
I know nothing about UCF basketball.
All right. Give me UCLA. I'm gonna stay chalky with teams that I don't know. Do we want to finish out the East region, or how do you want to do this?
Yeah, go ahead and finish out the East region.
Bet. Duke's going all the way. St. John's and Kansas is gonna be such a good game. Holy crap. Golly. Kansas just made it to their championship game. I think they beat Houston. I feel like Kansas is a better team. I feel like that's going to hurt me. I think St. John's might win that, but it'll be all right. Louisville, Michigan State. Is it Tom Izzo?
It's Tom Izzo.
You can't. I don't know.
Tom Izzo in March, man.
UConn is a solid team. I'm going to go with UConn. So, yeah, I'm looking very chalky. I've got the top 4 seeds making the Elite Eight. UConn is beatable. I'm going to ride Michigan State. I think they have a better year this year. And then give me Duke. Duke, Michigan State for the or that would be the Elite Eight matchup. I'm sorry. So Duke, Michigan State for the Final Four, and man, Duke's just really good if they ride that player that they got, man. That Tennessee played in the preseason, right? And
Cam Boozer.
Dude, he's just solid, bro. I just feel like he's going to take over. So give me Duke. I'll round it out with the number 1 seed in the East region. That's what I got.
All right, so let me pull up my bracket here. We'll start off Duke and Siena. I completely agree with you on that one. Duke is going to get a win. Ohio State and TCU. So I've listened to quite a few different people that I don't know if you would call them experts or not, but kind of give their tips on filling out brackets. And they say that the majority of the time in the 8-9 matchup, you want to go with whichever team is the underdog, because over the last 5 years, the underdog has won like 80% of the matchups.
Oh my goodness. The analytics.
But I'm going against this, and I'm going to go Ohio State to win this game over TCU.
Good for you.
I mean, Ohio State, they've played pretty decent this year. Obviously, not as good as they have in the past. Because, early 2000s, they were a very good basketball team. But I think they're starting to get back to some of their old ways. I do think I agree with you on this game of St. John's, Northern Iowa. There's going to be a 5-12 upset somewhere, but it's not going to be this one. I think St. John's takes it in the first round. Kansas and Cal Baptist, I'm staying a little bit chalky right now with you. I'm going Kansas. I think there could be.
I'm waiting on that first upset pick, buddy.
There could be a 4-13 upset somewhere, but it's not this one. This is where we're going to see it, Skylar. I'm not a believer in Louisville. I'm not a believer in Louisville at all.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
South Florida came out and won their conference title. So I'm going to go South Florida, who seems to be playing a little bit hotter ball right now than Louisville.
I love it.
Michigan State, North Dakota State. You can't count out Tom Izzo and March.
He's at least winning a game, dude. Like, there's no shot.
He's winning one game. This is not 2015 MTSU against Michigan State. This is different. Michigan State's going to win. UCLA and UCF. I'm actually going to go UCLA as well. They just seem to be getting it together. I know Rhonda said that there could be some locker room issues going on there. Very well could be, and UCF could end up pulling it out. But I do know, after looking it up, UCF right now has lost 4 of their last 5 games going back to the regular season. So kind of trending in the opposite direction. UConn and Furman. I don't know if there's going to be a 2-15 upset this year. It seems like there is almost every year. If it is, I don't think it's this game.
Let it be Purdue, please.
Give me UConn. Duke and Ohio State, I think this could be a closer game than what Duke would want it to be, but give me Duke to win this one. Kansas and St. John's. This one is not as hard for me because even though I said St. John's was going to get past Northern Iowa, I'm not a believer in St. John's this year either.
Okay.
They got some upsets in their Big East tournament, but they have not beaten a good team outside of conference play this year, so give me Kansas to win this game. Michigan State and South Florida. I think the South Florida could make it interesting, but Michigan State wins.
I like it.
UConn and UCLA. I think this is going to be a fantastic matchup, but I think that UConn is going to pull it out to make the Sweet 16.
Man. It's hard not to root against the teams that you just know, like, over the course of the season, just have been proven to be the better team. You know what I mean? I understand it's basketball. That's why it's hard to predict a perfect bracket, because it doesn't matter if a team's shooting 60% from the field, like, they're going to win. It's hard to predict that, right? So you just got to go what you got.
Yeah. Duke and Kansas. I do think that this was going to be a close game as well, but give me Duke to win. Michigan State and UConn. Taking Tom Izzo in March, man. And then
baby.
I'm actually taking Tom Izzo to make the Final Four this year.
Good for you, bro.
I think that his team is going to make a run.
So last year, all 4 1 seeds made the Final Four.
Yep.
I don't want to see that this year, man. That kind of took away the lust of the tournament almost.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen this year.
I don't think it's going to
have a 1 seed go down at some point before the Final Four. But
all right, I love it. So we've got some difference already. I love it. All right, let's get it.